I started permanent markings in 2013, and tattooing was something that I'd always been curious about doing or always wanted to do. You know, initially before I started Cadence, I wanted to tattoo. In my personal work, freehand and flow and momentum and spontaneity are very critical parts of the making process, and those were elements I wanted to bring into my tattoo process. How I started doing the commotion pieces was template based. I would source template shapes that I thought would be interesting to filter through into the commotion style. Through that, I slowly shifted into the process of just drawing on the person. So when somebody comes to me for a custom commotion piece, I'll ask 3 questions. Where do you want it? Where are you from? And how did you get to here? What I would produce with them telling me that story is completely different than what I would produce with them totally silent, listening to the Dixie Chicks. One of the things I find so beautiful about that is that oftentimes people will come to me for a tattoo at a point in their life where they have gone through a transition of some form, made a major shift in their life, someone has transitioned from them, and it's almost a way of like remembering this past experience that you had and honoring it, respecting it, this like meat capsule of life, to have these marks, these stamps of different points in our lives. And I think that these stamps don't necessarily have to be representational. They don't have to look like things. It doesn't have to look like your dog or your parent or your so-and-so or this thing or represent this place or that place. I think especially with the commotion pieces, they can represent all of those things, none of those things, one of those, or any combination of those things at once, because they are not representational. Taking the whole process into a freehand approach just seemed like an organic next step for me to go with commotion.